what do we own? What can we say truly belongs to us? Now, these are questions our Parshat Behar-Bechukotai is very interested in. First, as it teaches about the Jubilee year, the Yovel, every 50 years, the land reverts to the ancestral heritage of the tribes that originally had it, and any Jewish indentured servants are freed. And the reason for this reversion to the original owners of the land is that God says, Ki li haaretz, for the land is mine, right? You are gerim and toshavim imadi. You are just sojourners and dwellers with me. And then, as it deals with Jewish indentured servants, debt servants, right? If a Jew falls into debt, he would kind of fall into slavery, and it would be the Jewish people's obligation, his family's obligation, to redeem that slave. And if they can't, if they don't have the money to redeem, then the Jubilee ultimately will free them. And again, the reason is that God says, Ki li b'nei Yisrael avadim, right? For the children of Israel are only servants to me, right? They are not meant to be servants to any human being, since God took them out of the land of Egypt and saved them from slavery there. Ultimately, they are now God's servants only. And these two ideas, I think, really push us and challenge us in our Western concept of ownership, that we can own land, right? And just pass it down forever and ever until someone else buys it. That we own items, that we own different property, different objects, right? And that they're mine ultimately, right? You can't take what's mine. And I think what it's saying is that in truth, really, the only entity who can claim ownership is God, right? Ultimately, we are just passing through in this life. We are not going to live forever, but God is eternal. So some of these major things, these major senses, is that really they ultimately, things and land and people certainly, ultimately belong to God, right? We are just leasing them out. And I think this, in one sense, I think it humbles us as human beings. And it also helps us to really see beyond our own needs in this life and to think of ourselves as stewards of the land, and certainly as people that we care for each other, right? To understand that truth that we are just passing through helps us to see property and to see land and to see human beings differently, right? Because we are not the masters of anything truly. There's only one master of those things. And so I hope that this challenge also helps us understand and recognize again the beauty of the life that we are given, even in its impermanence, the beauty of this world that we are given, and that we truly are here to steward it, to steward our bodies, our hearts, our minds, this land, and all of our fellow human beings on it. Shabbat Shalom.